village lawyer, Delgado, is quitting. The downfall is happening for TIffany Henyard. As we all know, TIffany Henyard's favorite movie is New Jack City. She tried to dress up as Nino Brown, and I'm guessing she's following the story exactly. Nino Brown's first major downfall came from a result of his overconfidence and betrayal within his ranks, especially concerning his close associate G Money. As the plot unfolds, it becomes evident that G Money's ambition and independent drug dealing alongside his own issues began to fracture this tight-knit group. Sounds familiar?
I really think that Keith Freeman is really a big part of you all not getting what you need to have. We do not want him as the administrator. He has allegedly has a background of financial crimes. Why would he even be hired? And he has a financial history of crime. The last meeting we had, he came in here with the Dalton police. We don't even have protection. And this man is running around driving one of our cars. He should be driving his own car. Why is he driving a car? The car costs over $100 and some $1,000. We don't want him as the administrator. He's not the type of person that should be over the township.
WGN Investigates was first to report today a top aide to Dalton Mayor TIffany Henyard has been indicted for bankruptcy fraud.
And legal experts say it could be the first sign that the feds are trying to get people to share what they know about potential government corruption in the South suburbs.
Despite sitting next to Dalton Mayor TIffany Henyard at countless meetings, the feds allege Keith Freeman not only failed to report his income from the village, he actively lied about it. Falsely stated he only worked for the township and made just over $99,000 last year.
This leads to trust issues within the gang, with Nino warning G Money about the consequences of these actions. But the true turning point was marked by the betrayal of Pookie after Pookie is discovered and they had to burn the Carter, losing millions of dollars in the process. Nino Brown's second in command, G Money, is held responsible. These internal conflicts signal the beginning of the end for Nino's drug empire.
Nothing. That's what I thought you said. Because that's what I got right now, nothing. $1 million a week business. Reduce the fucking rebels. Nino!
This ultimately leads to his demise as the grip on loyalty and power within his organization is weakened. Kind of sounds like what's happening with the super mayor TIffany Henyard, as we see from now the former lawyer of the village of Dalton, Michael Delgado, is finally saying, you know what? I am getting out of this situation. What a surprise. Let's check it out right here. So bam. Yep. So we see right here in the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois, you see right here, amended motion for extension for the time motion to withdraw pursuant of Illinois Supreme Court rule. Delgado Law Group, LLC, is hereby present its amended motion for an extension of time to withdraw as counsels for the village of Dalton. Counsel Cynthia S. Granfield of the Delgado Law Group, LLC, filed their appearance on the behalf of the defendants of the village. Officer Lacey, Officer Staples, you know about what's going on with those two, on February 23rd, 2023. The Delgado Law Group, LLC, wishes to withdraw as counsels of record for the village defendants, where continued representation will result in an unreasonable financial burden on Delgado Law Group, LLC, and its attorneys within the meaning of Illinois Supreme Court rule. Interesting. As defendants still must file their answer to this action, counsel requests that they may have provided additional time to do so. So what does this all mean? The Delgado Law Group is seeking to withdraw entirely into the legal representation of the village of Dalton. They have filed a motion with the court requesting permission to do so. The law group cites an unreasonable financial burden on the firm and its attorneys as a reason for this request, citing the Illinois Supreme Court Rule 1.16A6, don't know if I'm even saying that right, I'm not a lawyer, which pertains to the withdrawal of counsel under certain circumstances. Is that really the circumstances, the money, or is you tired of dealing with Henyard? Henyard's not listening. Henyard just looks like she is probably going to jail. This is probably the first indication that even the lawyer realized that there's something wrong. And this lawyer is not necessarily the cleanest lawyer. We have talked about the lawyer and his connections to the Attorney General, Kwame Raoul, and how there seemed like from him to the Speaker of the House, Chris Welsh, nothing happens to the super mayor. She was able to do whatever she wanted to do for the last couple of years with no accountability, No one checking up on the situation. And the fact that he was making a lot of money, up to $15 million, one of the most highly profitable Cook County law firms. So it's interesting now that even he realizes there's something wrong. He needs to get the hell out of here. And he is trying to get out. When a law group files a motion to withdraw as counsel for a party they represent, it typically indicates that the attorneys no longer want to wish to represent this party due to many reasons. Some are said publicly, some are probably not said publicly, but usually are outlined in this motion. But the interesting thing about the unreasonable financial burden, I don't think that's the true reason, but you know, it is what it is. So what does this mean for TIffany Henyard? Well, Tiffany, tell us what you think.
Somebody going to jail.
So now she has to find new representation. Now, this is going to be disruptive and may delay the legal process because now another lawyer has to get up to speed on this case. The case is probably terrible in terms of all the things that Henyard has been doing. Who's going to want to represent her? I don't even know. The withdrawal of counsel may result in delays in proceedings as seen by the law group's requests for additional time for the defendants to file their answer because they're going to need a whole new set of lawyers, a whole new set of eyes to see what's going on with how the hell do you defend TIffany Henyard and all of the terrible things that she's been accused of doing, allegedly. And also, this needs to be approved by the court. The withdrawal is not automatic, so this requires court approval. The court will consider the reasons for withdrawal and the impact on the case, including the timing and how it affects the opposing party. The main reason of the withdrawal is an unreasonable financial burden. It may imply disputes over payment or allocations of resources within the law firm, potentially impacting the financial planning for the Village of Dalton. At this point, we don't even know how much money the Village of Dalton has, how much money they're in debt. It's right now millions of dollars. My opinion, the biggest reason why this is probably happening is probably the client to lawyer relationship. There are probably communication issues, disagreements about the direction of the case, other professional considerations. Maybe Delgado is finally tired of being embarrassed by Henyard and her nonsense. TIffany Henyard seems to not to listen to anyone. She does exactly what she wants to do at all times. Any of these scenarios where an attorney withdraws from the case, the person represented must take immediate action to ensure their interests remain protected, especially if the case is already underway. The feds are here and your lawyer is abandoning you. This does not look good for TIffany Henyard, not at all. But you know what? Good thing that she knows the law.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Getting up at press conference, talking about nothing. Learn the laws. I tell y'all that all the time. Learn from me. But because I'm younger than all y'all think y'all can't learn from me, huh?
I would say the last month, things are spiraling out of control. The Carter is burning. People are jumping ship. People are probably finding ways to save themselves. What is going to happen to the Superman TIffany Henyard? I just can't wait for this next regular board meeting. What is going to happen? So, what's your opinion on this situation? Do you think Michael Delgado finally woke up and saw the light, or he realized that he doesn't want to get in trouble as well? Put your comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.